everybody, this is Kimberly Ryder with Big Sense. And as you know, sometimes sense isn't always so common. Today, I have a very good friend of mine, Miss Takia Tidwell. And she is known for Takia Entertainment. Takia Entertainment. And she is going to drop some jewels on you guys today in regards to business. So before I go any further, you already know what to do. Be sure and like and subscribe. As you know, that's the only way that my channel is able to grow. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. We're still talking about business, and I have found so much information, and Miss Nikki is how I know her. I know she wants it to be formal, but I know her as Miss Nikki, and she have her own business. She's an entrepreneur, and she have a lot of different businesses under her belt. So today, I'm sure you're going to be able to learn something from her. Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Miss Nikki.
Thank you.
Look, I always call her, I like to tease her, I call her Nikki Baby.
Yep.
So tell me, I know that you have a lot of different businesses that's under you. And I want you to tell everybody a little bit of some of the things that you do.
Okay, so everybody's familiar with Mr. Carey Entertainment, and basically what that entity of the business is. Basically, what I do is do events, and when I say events, I do all types of events, networking events. Basically, my networking events, I got a thing that says, "Let's do brunch, talk business." The last one I did, which was this past Saturday, was let's wait a minute. Network builds network.
Okay.
Let's talk business. Okay. So I left out the brunch part because I made it free. And so me making it free, that means a lot of things I couldn't do, like the food and all that, the DJ and all that type of stuff, because I was trying to get the information out, and plus about my book and everything. So it was
great.
It was great.
You know what? When I was on social media and I saw some of the pictures that you pushed out in regards to the classes, where you was able to tell people some things in regards to the business. Is there anything that you're able to tell us about some of the things that you guys did?
Oh, well, I always do a good icebreaker. With one of the icebreakers I did this time at this event was had each person introduce the other person, and I only gave them less than a second. And so they was like, that's not enough time.
Right.
And I told them, it doesn't take you that long to get to know a person. Actually, especially when you're in a business, it's like me, within less than a minute, I'm gonna know what you do, who you are, where you're going, what you got to do. Or if I'm looking for those quality people. So I'm always looking for quality people. And that's another thing that I talk about. Get quality people in your life. Your network builds your net worth.
Okay.
So period. And so when a man said, I heard this thing on TikTok. You hear a lot of stuff on TikTok.
Right, I love TikTok.
It was like, you gotta circle yourself around people that are growing and doing the same things. If you be around broke folks, you're gonna be broke.
Exactly. And I don't think people know how real that is. That logic is real. Yes, because they always say you are who you are around.
Right. And so, and it goes another way too, because a lot of people don't mind being around broke people because it elevates them.
Right.
Or not necessarily broke people, but sometimes you have to pay attention to who people circle themselves around.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. Or those people that shine on people.
This is true.
And so it's a lot of things. So we talked about that. And then I had someone from the IRS there.
Oh.
Yes. And then I had someone also there that talked about bankruptcy.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the bankruptcy.
He really broke it down. He talked about the chapter 7, chapter 13. He talked about how important it is to keep your credit up and how it works and things of that nature. But he really focused on how you can change from bankruptcy to Chapter 17. It was a lot of information that he shared, and he really educated everybody on that.
Because I know, like in today's world, there are a lot of people that's having to file bankruptcy because of their homes. A lot of times you might be in transition from one job to another.
We talked about that.
Or these jobs, you're not making as much money as you need to, or because of inflation, everything have went up except for the paycheck. So so a lot of people is having to try to figure out how to be able to bring in more revenue just to keep up. I mean, just to eat.
Right. So he talked about all that, and then Lady RS, she really kind of like taught people how to maneuver through the IRS website. Because there's only so much she could tell, but she really just based it on the information that you're granted to have anyway. Which in my book I talk about that as well. Okay. And within my book, here,
hold it up. Show us what you have.
The key steps to turning your business into a profitable, legit business. Okay. So basically in this book here, I kind of give you a roadmap. It's more like a manual. Okay. So you like the manual to your car, and it tells you bits and pieces. What do go here? What do this? Whatever. So this is what this is. It's telling you how to make your business legit. Because the other thing going nowadays is people are talking about building their brand, business plan. That's what everybody else talking about. Not me. Because guess what? You can build your brand. You can get all this revenue or whatever. But if it ain't legit, if it ain't registered with the state, if you don't get your trademark, if you don't get registered with the Department of Revenue, I'm throwing stuff out, throwing these jewels out here, she call them jewels. If you don't get none of that, you can build it, you can make all you want to make. But guess what? Uncle Sam wants his part.
And he
does. The state of Tennessee wants his part.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that. We have to make sure that we have our ducks in a row, because owning your own business, the world looks at that as a privilege, because that's not something that you have to have. It's something that you choose to have. Therefore, it's always good to do your research and make sure that you have everything done. If you don't know the answers, if you're not able to look it up, you need to connect with other people that have done the work and they are willing to be able to help or be a mentor. Do you mentor people? Yeah. Or even be a mentor.
Listen, you gonna work though.
When you say it's only so much stuff you can do.
Yes, because I mean, like for instance, like this book here. When I say it's an easy read, it's an easy read. Okay. I'm just going step by step. One thing about it is this book can be used in any state, because when I say any state, it's the concept. Right. One thing for sure. Only thing that changes is the laws. Okay. Right. The process is the same.
Each state have their own laws.
Government has their own laws.
Right.
And they have to govern themselves by those laws. But however, all you have to do is keep up the IRS. Have its own. That's federal. Yes. The laws don't change. Right. I mean, the laws change, the process doesn't change. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. So if you in Mississippi, just take out Tennessee and put in Mississippi. Okay.
Did you guys hear that? She already have everything listed and set up for you to be able to use this. Yeah. So the people with IRS that was at the meeting that was able to speak to you guys and give you a little bit of knowledge. What did they think about your book? Was they able to take a look at it?
Yes, actually she was telling me some other stuff that I need to do. She's like, oh, you already done said you got a lot on your plate, but something to give you some more.
Wow. So really? It never stops. The learning, the knowledge never stops.
See, so let me clear something up. Now, what I'm doing is giving you the places to go. Okay. I'm giving you the forms from the state of Tennessee that you have to have. I'm showing you the websites you need to go to. Yes. I got screenshots of when you go on the state website, what to look at. Right. So, like I said, it's a roadmap. It's just a roadmap. I'm not saying you don't have to do this. If you don't want to, because a lot of times what people want to do is they don't want to pay taxes.
Right.
You know, they want to keep getting cash.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Cash out is not cash. They can track that.
Yes. Everything. I don't think people know everything can be tracked. Everything is set up in order to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
And I don't think a lot of people even realize that. Look, let me tell you something, everybody. Listen and listen closely. The way everything is set up in the world, the system already know what you're doing. There is no way around it. They already know the way that the system is designed. When they're able to see you doing something that's not even a part of the setup, they already know that you're doing something that's not correct. They already know it.
That's it.
So we might as well just go ahead and just follow the design that have already been set up for you, because there's really no other way that's around it.
Yeah. And I talk about the difference between LLCs and corporations.
And I'm glad you brought that up.
And for instance, like, all I can say is that if you want a separate entity,
Mm-hmm.
make it separate. Make it, you
Right.
know, people fail to realize that it's I think when people see money,
Mm-hmm.
they just go haywire.
Because think about it, we really have not been taught a whole lot when it comes to finances.
See, that's been my thing since a
Mhm.
kid.
Mhm.
I've always been, you know, quick about my finances.
Right.
And you know how my money is, how to save, like
Mhm.
the difference between a checking and savings account. That's something I instilled in my son real early.
Okay.
You know, and things in that nature. So when I say that the killing part of what, let me see, the best way I can put it is that once you get that EIN, you already established you got a business.
Right.
Okay, so they already tracking.
There it is.
They already
Did you guys
tracking.
hear that? Say that for them one more time.
Once you got that EIN, they're already tracking you.
You are already being tracked.
So the first thing people are like, I'm gonna get my EIN, I got my EIN. Okay, but you don't got the other stuff. However, take your time when you're starting a business. Before you get your EIN, you want to put some stuff, you out here selling. You know, cash. Now, if I hand you some cash,
Mhm.
you put in your pocket, that's not traceable.
Mm-hmm.
But Cash App, Venmo, Zelle,
Mm-hmm.
anything else
Mhm.
is traceable.
It's traceable.
So, and I'm trying to get people to understand that you have so many different tax breaks that you can get
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you do your business legit.
Legit.
You feel what I'm saying? So, and I go over that. I don't want to get too much because I do definitely. My book is on Amazon, so I do want you to get the book.
And everybody, I'm going to put all the information that you need, so you will be able to find all of the information in her book. You will be able to purchase that booklet. It's going to help you, especially for those of you that want to be in the loop and understand what it is that you're doing on your journey having a business. You definitely want to follow what she have in this book. And also, I'm going to put her information on my YouTube page where you're able to see everything. You're going to see how to follow her on her Facebook page, in any of her social media platforms. You'll probably be able to get in touch with her and ask her different questions of something that you may not see in the book and you're just a little curious about.
Yeah, I don't mind answering questions and stuff like that. It's no big deal. Definitely. So with Mystic Entertainment, I do those events, business events, and I also do live entertainment. So January the 14th, I got the PC band.
All right. A lot of people, I don't know if they know who the PC band is.
Baby.
But that is major here in Jackson, Tennessee when we go to different parties. And when they show up, they definitely show out. So big ups to the PC band.
So I'm gonna have the PC band. I'm having a comedian.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna do some spoken word.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have a variety. I'm gonna try my best to have food trucks there. Try my best to have vendors there as well.
Okay.
However, so it just depends on, you know, people reach out and things of that nature. But it's gonna be a big event. So that's Miss Takia Entertainment.
Okay.
Then I have Bun Law Corporation.
Okay.
Bun Law Corporation, now that's my baby.
All right.
That's my baby.
Okay. Okay.
And so that is where I have a website, which is bondlawcorp.com. That's BONDLAWCORP.com.
Okay.
So on that website, and actually it was the first business that I started.
Okay.
Miss Takia Entertainment is like a hobby, a habit that I've been doing since I was a kid.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
it really comes natural.
Okay. Okay.
So Bond Law Corporation is I'm an authorized representative where I help those who need long-term care or either home community-based services. And on my website, I also have a financial planner. And he does insurance. He does 401ks.
Wow.
He's a true financial advisor. He even do resumes and help people get their jobs.
To get
jobs and stuff like that. So he does a lot. And then I also have another authorized rep on there. And I have a notary. And she's out of Nashville.
Okay.
And then I have a few connects here in Jackson area too. That's notaries for you guys who need a notary. And also I have a health advisor, and he does the Medicare and the Medicaid.
Okay.
He does Medicare, Medicaid, like health springs and all that stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So you can, and I also have free resources on my page. So it's not all about me just getting a book or a dime. You can go on there and it's free resources. So I always tell people, read.
Exactly.
There's a lot of stuff you can do on your own. Like even with the Medicaid application, a lot of people, it's tedious or whatever. That's where I come in. I can fill it out because I used to work for the state, so I know how to approve and deny.
Yes.
I know what policies and procedures are.
Wow.
And things like that. Because a lot of this stuff is, anything that I do, 9 times out of 10, is public knowledge.
And see, and I don't think a whole lot of people know
this is public knowledge.
Yeah.
I have went straight to the website with the state of Tennessee.
Right.
And I gave you the floor plan.
So it's just like you're advocating. You're advocating for people that have limited resources. You're able to kind of point out different things to them to be able to help them to be successful on their journey.
Exactly. Because I'm going to give you the straight website, then I'm going to give you the screenshot so you can follow along so you can do it correctly.
Wow.
Stuff like that. And I also had a tax professional there too as well at my event as well.
Oh, really?
Talking about business taxes.
That's something else. Now, there is something else that you have